And now, live in studio, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. He's a successful entrepreneur, published author, top listing agent, a real estate and finance expert that goes to bat for you every day as a consumer advocate. Your host and the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes.
Yes, here we are again, another day committed to picking a fight with the mainstream media and always providing you the timely truth centered around real estate, credit, finance, so much more. You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Now, we endeavor to educate, entertain, enlighten, and most importantly, we want to engage with you in an effort to help you win.
The only thing I'm addicted to right now is winning.
We want to make sure you save our hotline number in your phone because at some point you're going to need it. 813-670-7372.
You used to call me on my cell phone.
813-670-7372. Now, make sure you bookmark our website as well, consumerqb.com, a plethora of information available for you on our website. I implore you to visit consumerqb.com, consumerqb.com. All of our expert contributors are located there. You can see links to all of their contact information on the website. You can also submit a form. There's an email form that's going to come through directly through to myself and my team. Any questions that you have, comments on the show, we would love to hear from you. I had a great conversation with one of our listeners last week talking about, gun violence and different things happening and some of the statistics and, everything from health, nutrition, lifestyle, recreation. We're talking about it here on the show. Heavy on real estate today. Mortgage expert contributor in the house, Nick Kick, BBMC Mortgage. Welcome back, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me back.
My pleasure. What do you want to talk about today, man?
Let's talk about what the rates are doing. We got the 10-year Treasury just jumped up a heck of a lot yesterday, the most actually since 2011. So it's definitely affecting your rates. So it's time to get off the couch and lock in your rates and find that home and find your new forever home as quickly as possible before they keep going up and they price you out of that home that you want.
We're finally at that shift now. The shift is happening, and we're going to talk more about that. Shifting slowly from a seller's market to a buyer's market. Find out what that means here on the show today. Scott Maurer also in the house. Welcome back. Advanta IRA.
Hey, good to be back, Brandon.
Great to have you, man.
Yeah, I think today I will talk about we've seen a lot of interest lately in people investing in multifamily real estate. So kind of talk a little bit about what that's involved. If you're the multifamily operator, how you can use people's IRAs as a capital source and kind of just delve into that topic.
I love that. I mean, that's such a way to create wealth. I mean, when you think about a way to create wealth, man, millions of dollars a year, billions of dollars a year are created in real estate. And then taking that to the next level is the multifamily. I mean, that's huge. And
like I said, we've seen a huge uptick in the last, seems like last 6 months or so in people wanting to invest in multifamily.
People got to live somewhere. You got to have a roof, and if you're an investor, if you got that positioning, whether it's your assets or with Scott Maurer, Advanta IRA, there's ways that you can utilize his program as well. His self-directed IRAs. If you're a money man, you've got some money, you can lend it through those. You can buy real estate through your IRA, and it just gives you an extra layer of insulation on the tax benefits. It's a huge upside when it comes to buying real estate through an IRA. By the way, if you want to find out more about this in person, we're inviting you to our buyer and seller seminar on Thursday, November 8th. Coming up Thursday, November 8th. It's going to be over at Cox Media Group, 1025 The Bone Performance Theater over in St. Petersburg, 11300 4th Street North, November 8th. Mark that date down. If you're interested in real estate, you're buying or selling, you want to learn how to buy and sell like a pro, we're going to teach you. We're going to talk about that at Thursday, November 8th, our event, 5 to 8 p.m. Catered food by Amici's. You know how we do it. We're going to take care of you, have some nice food there. Great information. Most importantly, it's intelligent information that's going to help you, whether you're buying or selling, buy or sell like a pro and learn more about the market. Learn some of the tips and tricks from the best in the industry, and that's some of our expert contributors that will be there at Cox Media Group, 11300 4th Street North, November 8th, Thursday, November 8th. Save that date. Forward it to a friend. Let them know about it. And we're going to have a buyer-seller seminar. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to have a great time over there. And as you know, I'm your host, Brandon Rhymes. I'm the host of the show, owner of Platinum MVP Realty, and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay. And helping you win is our goal. And I got a couple of hot listings here I want to let you know about. This one's 215 12th Avenue Northeast over in St. Petersburg. Beautiful property. Just reduced. The owner just just reduced this property $200,000 over the last 30 days, and he's looking for offers here at 215 12th Avenue Northeast, St. Pete. It's $1.199 million. Beautiful property here, and it's a great opportunity in old northeast section of St. Petersburg. Also taking you over to the beaches here in Sand Key, Clearwater Beach. We've got 1370 Gulf Boulevard, unit number 401, Bella Rosa condo, 3 bedrooms, 3 bath, $1.149 million, 2,200 square feet, heated, beautiful property. Looking for my $1 million investors out there, my $1 million buyers, please send them our way. PlatinumMVPRealty.com. You can see all of our listings at PlatinumMVPRealty.com. Got a feel-good story of the day coming up for you as well. Hospital staff pays tribute to organ donors with walk of respect. Man, that's a high honor right there, giving an organ up for a friend or a family member or even a stranger, who knows. Here's a great opportunity for you to enjoy some Florida sunshine here in Tampa Bay. Bilmar Beach Resort over on Treasure Island. That's our official hotel partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. The Bilmar Beach Resort, filled with fantastic and generous amenities to make your vacation that much more special, whether it's a wedding, business outing. Check them out, Bilmar Beach Resort, Treasure Island. Let them know that the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. They've got a huge beach, 2 pools, Sloppy Joe's restaurant on site. What a great time. Go hang out with our friends over at Bilmar Beach Resort on beautiful Treasure Island here in Tampa Bay. All right, let's jump right into it. This is Intelligent Talk Radio. I've got some intelligent folks here taking time out of their day to come in and educate our listeners, helping you understand more about your buying decisions, help you avoid a lot of that commission-based advice that's so prevalent out there in our community, making you just a bit more street smart. So, Nick, what can we do to, so we know the Fed's raising the rates and some of that stuff, we're shifting the market, but what does it really mean to the buyers out there? Why should they care?
Well, I mean, with the buyers, you are going to be paying a higher monthly payment. So that the interest rate is dictating, what your principal and interest payment are going to be per month. So obviously you want to pay less per month, so this way you have less out of pocket. And also in the long term, if you're paying a quarter point higher today than you were yesterday, over the course of the 30 years, that can go into the tens to hundreds of thousands of dollars extra that you're going to be paying on that mortgage. I try to teach my buyers about making biweekly payments or paying extra towards principal balance. That right there can help dictate what your effective interest rate is. So I don't want the rates going up, scaring anybody from buying because I think they missed the boat. Yeah. You do have the ability to dictate what your interest rate can be by making extra towards principal, just by making biweekly payments. And the way that works is there's 52 weeks in the year. If you make biweekly payments, you're making 26 half payments per year. Well, that works out to 13 full payments. Well, 13 payments in 12 months, that's one extra payment going towards principal balance.
Right.
That right there can knock 3 years off of your mortgage without you really even feeling it, because I would say about 80% of us are paid biweekly. So you're not really, affecting yourself too much. You're only taking half of your payment per paycheck. So that right there, knocking 3 years off your mortgage, that can knock about $10,000 to $25,000 off your loan worth of interest charges that you're not paying to the bank. And the banks don't like to tell you this stuff. And then if you have the ability to pay a little bit extra per month, if you're making biweekly payments and add $50 every payment, that can knock another 4 years off of your mortgage payment. So those two in conjunction to knock 7 years worth of interest off, that's saving you $50,000 to $85,000 worth of interest that the bank was going to be making off of you. Right. So don't let the rates going up, the Fed's raising the rates, all of that scare you out of buying a home because you think you're going to just be paying too much. I mean, take advantage of, the extra money you have. I've told some of my buyers, the wife always wants the nice fancy jewelry for Christmas. Well, why don't you pay off your house faster and make an extra mortgage payment? Wives may not like me for that. Husbands want to save money. You have the extra money in the bank in the future. You have the ability, because you're paying off the equity faster in your home, to borrow against your home, to help with college tuition, to help with home improvements, or to buy an investment property. Like Scott was talking right now, multifamily homes is a great investment. You're able to have 2 families in a duplex home, earning you income monthly that you will pay the mortgage payment and have extra money go into your bank account, which then in turn you can use to pay off the mortgage faster as well, to in turn buy more properties and create a portfolio to expand your family's ability from now and in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. There's, the time is now, and, you're not going to miss the boat. I mean, we're still at 40 to 50-year lows, even though it is creeping up. It's the highest since 2011, you mentioned, from the 10-year T-bill. But the idea is to get in there, own your own home, reposition your equity in some cases if you need to.
Right.
And the biweekly payment is definitely there for you as a way to, your net effective interest rate. That's the actual interest rate that you pay back if you make those extra payments.
Exactly.
So one of the things I like to talk about here, too, when we have Nick in studio is just two main points with Nick. Is it's number one, local lender. He's a local lender here, supporting the local economy, local charities involved here. And then, he's also got the ability to shop for you. So he's going to be able to shop the best deal. If you walk into one of the big banks on the corner, one of those big banks that took the bailout money and they did some of that kind of deal, that's not going to be the best way to go. That's not the best route.
Right.
So what you're going to do is you're going to save time and money, be able to shop the rates, and that's going to help you with the process.
Correct. And it gives me the ability to not really have to turn down a loan. I'm able to get just about anybody in a home. I have products that can go as low as a 500 credit score, and then I also have investment loans where the investors write a lot of stuff off on their taxes. They necessarily do not show the income for qualifying. I don't need to show their income as long as I can show that that property is going to rent for 10% greater, or in some cases even property can rent for less than the payment. I can still get them into a home without looking at tax returns, without bearing the income. So there is a lot of products out there that I'm able to shop for that your local banks may not be able to, because I have the ability to shop around. Like
Huge point right there. Work with local lenders. Work with the Consumer Quarterback Show team. We're here to help. ConsumerQB.com. Stay with us. When we come back right after this short break, we're going to jump into more of this consumer advocate content and our feel-good story of the week. Stay with us.
Hey, this is Grant Cardone, and you're listening to Consumer Quarterback Show, hosted by my friend Brandon Rhymes. Do not touch that dial. I'll come right through the radio and grab your throat.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at ConsumerQB.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
listening to the consumer quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here. I'm your host of the Consumer Quarterback Show and top listing agent here in Tampa Bay. Giving a shout out to our official restaurant partner, Curry Leaves Restaurant Indian Cuisine on Kennedy Boulevard. Excellent food. Go check them out. They've got the spices in that Indian food is so good, and it's also good for you. Some of the spices that they use. Excellent food. Curry Leaves Restaurant Indian Cuisine. It's almost at the corner of like Kennedy and West Shore right there, just across from the Intercontinental Mall there. Or a hotel, that is, Intercontinental Hotel. Kennedy Boulevard, Curry Leaves Restaurant. Say hello to Saji and his team. Let them know that the real estate quarterback sent you. Take them up on special offers and incentives over at Curry Leaves. All right, we're back here in studio. Brandon Rhymes here in studio with Nick Kick, BBMC Mortgage, Scott Maurer, Advanta IRA. And I wanted to update you on some listings that we hear. Some got property out in Valrico, 5506 Dallas Way in Valrico, River Hills Country Club. This is a beautiful property, kind of giving you a sample of the 33596 zip code. River Hills Country Club, 4 bedrooms, 3 bath, $540,000, 3,500 square feet, one owner home. The owner is a contractor. He built the home. Corner lot, pool home, beautiful, gorgeous property, 5506 Dallas Way in Valrico. Another beautiful real estate property, compliments of Platinum MVP Realty.com.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
So we had Tampa Mayor Bob Buckhorn in New York City just, I guess, last week or so. He was up to New York City talking to, Tampa, telling Tampa's story, the business world up there and some of the media. He had made an appearance on Business Week's Economics with Peter Coy. He chatted about Tampa's recovery from the recession, economic growth, investment taking place. And then he appeared on Bloomberg TV's Balance of Power, talking about with David Weston. And then he had some different interviews as well. Now, some of the things he talked about, and this is important with the conversation we're having, real estate, mortgage, IRA investments as well. So he talked about the topics of interest for Tampa's transformation from post-recession, investment in infrastructure, and the role of emerging cities, and also the playing of the healthcare, the health of the economy, USF's health. Morsani College of Medicine moved downtown, and the exciting developments in the riverfront and the urban core. So interesting story, and this is all good news for us, investment and infrastructure. I want to bring Scott Maurer into the conversation now. Scott, with Advanta IRA, you mentioned with Advanta IRA, the investment in multifamily, and this is just good news for everybody when it comes to the investment that we're making downtown.
Yeah, we're again, I mean, drive around the city, you can see the growth everywhere. New condos, apartment complexes. There's a lot on the move. Especially, I'm curious. Jump forward 10 years, see what downtown looks like with the amount of changes that are going on down there. But obviously, with a lot of that growth, I think our clients and people who contact us, investors, are finding a lot of opportunity to get into a new property for that they can rent, that they can rehab, maybe something they can flip. Whether it's single family homes or, like I said, we've seen a lot of multifamily lately with people using their retirement account as that kind of initial capital to get to go buy either anything from a 4-unit building to a 30-unit, 100-unit complex. Yeah, using their own IRA and more so using other people's IRAs. Yeah. So you got to raise that capital to qualify for another bank loan, or if you're trying to get away from using bank loans altogether, just use cash. The IRAs are providing some of that capital.
Let me ask you a question. I've got a business acquaintance says, hey, I want to start doing some flips. I've got some ways that I can get city code violations. I can find these deals. He's just looking for a money guy. Is that a connection that you might be able to make for him?
Potentially. We can certainly talk to that individual and say, hey, here's the different people you can look out. And what I think the biggest thing we bring to an investor is when you know about self-directed IRAs, when you are, if I'm the investor, I'm looking to raise capital, I'm out there talking to other people. What I'm basically talking about, I want them to invest in me. I want them to use their cash in their savings account or wherever they might have it, put that with me, allow me to put it to use in my investment. Most people have no idea, including the investors themselves, have no idea that IRAs or those old 401ks can be used in this fashion. Everybody's conditioned to think it's got to be mutual funds, It's got to be stocks. So if you're an investor, knowing about self-directed IRAs, when you're out there talking to your own people that you're trying to raise capital from, letting them know that, hey, here's my project, here's what the details are on it, it's a great deal, here's a great return for you. Do you have money in an old 401k? If you got money just sitting there doing nothing, that's another bag of money that most people don't consider. Or they consider it, but think, hey, I can't even do that. And as an investor, you telling them, yes, you can use that IRA, you can use that old 401k.
Yeah.
Make this investment tax advantaged.
It is like you said. We've been conditioned over the years to invest in these mutual funds. They've got diversification in it. It's like this mass over the years, right? I mean, it's just crazy.
It is. It's something that it starts mainly for most people who have 401ks. You work for an employer. They're going to hook up, that employer is going to hook up with a mutual fund company to offer that 401k. So you just think that those are your investment options. It's not until you leave that employer or you have the ability to roll over some of that money. You say, okay, now what am I going to do with it? And again,
Right.
A lot of people those mutual fund companies, those brokerage firms are not going to tell you can use some of your money to invest in real estate.
Right.
Would you like to go buy a rental property? Would you like to invest in a multifamily syndication? They're not going to offer it because they don't do it. So
Commission-based advice, right?
Right.
That's
and
what
they
I
don't
talk about.
Yeah, they don't want you taking your money away and moving it somewhere else where they're not going to be able to charge you fees for it. So that's why they're not advertising it. The people that find us, either obviously hearing about us through other sources, maybe they're Googling it and finding us on their own, but they're thinking outside the box, saying, what else can I do with that money?
Right.
Why am I stuck? Why do I don't want to feel stuck in this mutual funds stock market roller coaster? What else can I do?
Especially right now, the market's getting ready to take a pullback. It's got to.
Yeah, I would think so at some point.
At some point, it's got to. And with that, too, 95%, Tony Robbins, I've quoted on the show before, 95% of mutual funds don't outperform the market. In other words, you can invest directly into the S&P and not pay all those high fees that they're going to charge you going through an actual mutual fund.
Right. Yeah, I mean, those funds have so many hidden fees.
Mm-hmm.
That's a story I love to tell. Years ago, I had a seminar when someone was asking what we charge for our fees, and we charge roughly $300 a year to record keep a piece of real estate for you, receive your rents, pay your bills. And somebody said, that seems high because my IRA, the fees I pay in my IRA, I pay $50 a year and that's it. Well, there's a financial advisor in the room actually who's open to what we do.
Yeah.
Say, let me see your statement. Looked at his statement. Say, here's a fee. There's a fee.
Yeah.
There's a fee. Because it does, on each line item doesn't say administrative fee.
Yeah.
It's a fee rolled into the mutual fund. The guy thought he was paying $50. It turns out on his $100,000 or so portfolio, he was paying about $1,000 a year, 1%.
Wow. Yeah. And he didn't even know it. And
He didn't know it, and then that's when after he found out he was paying $1,000, and then he hears say we only charge $300 for something to buy a rental property that he already wanted to do.
Yeah.
It was a no-brainer.
First of all, $300 is not that much money, anyways.
It's not.
To collect the rents on an investment property or portfolio. By the way, if you just joined us, Brandon Rhymes here. We're talking with Scott Maurer, Advanta IRA here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, and we're talking about buying and selling real estate, financing real estate, and then also through the IRAs, the opportunity to self-direct, the opportunity to take control of your money and invest it in real estate or other assets. What are some of the other assets?
I mean, we were very real estate heavy, rentals and rehabs, whatnot. But in addition, I mean, kind of talking about mortgages, obviously today with Nick too. Your IRA can be a private lender to other people. It could be obviously lend on real estate, but we also have people who will lend money to private companies and take back an equity position in that company. You can invest in private stock, gold, physical gold and silver.
Mm-hmm.
And you're right. The only things you can't buy are life insurance and collectibles. So the IRS says there's only two things you can't buy in your IRA, life insurance or collectibles. So other than that, we've seen, again, a lot of real estate, notes, investment in the private companies, but we've seen people invest in movie projects, just some, mobile homes, tax liens. There's so many different things you can do. If it's an investment, we had someone invest in an alpaca.
Oh, wow.
And farm animals.
Yeah.
So again, it was somebody that had an idea.
That's funny.
And the thing that they all have in common, that investor saw an opportunity.
Right.
Had the money in their IRA, wanted to make that investment, but the brokerage firms aren't going to handle that. So whether it's a rental property or an alpaca, someone sees a way to make money.
Yeah,
I can use my IRA to do it.
Yeah, we've even heard stories of like thoroughbred racing horses. And there's a lot of interesting opportunities out there, and it is the land of opportunity that we're in. And it's important for you to take control of your financial future yourself and understand and research, what's in it. The old Chinese proverb, something like this. It says, making money is like stacking grains of sand with a whatever, and then he says losing money is like pouring water on that sand, because so many people don't take time to think about what they're doing and investing in. I've done it in previous, in my 20s, I've squandered some money and invested in things that I shouldn't have. But really, if you think about it, because we talk about Bitcoin on the show, and that's a relative risk. You have to understand it. We've got an expert that comes on the show and talks about Bitcoin, but understand what you're investing in first, and then think about what is your bucket. Do you have your buckets full? Like, one of my mentors says, he says, you want to have your security bucket full first. Then once you have that security bucket, your retirement, all that's covered when you turn, 65, 75, whatever time you're going to decide to hang it up and try to relax a little bit. But have that bucket full first, then you might want to go and take a little more risk with some of the other monies you have. Yep,
and I mean, a common theme I think we've seen over the years, again, from our clients, is we hear, the people a year later after they've been our client for a year come to us, I wish I'd known about you sooner, or I wish I'd found out, because they have missed out on so many other investment opportunities.
Right.
And now that they have the funds in place, now they can make the investment, they're not going to miss out again.
Yeah, absolutely. And it comes, what's the saying? Experience, and you come with experience, and then you have, as you grow, you have more experience, but experience is a result of bad mistakes, or,
Exactly.
So you got to have the experience a lot of times. All right, stay with us, Consumer Quarterback Show. We got Nick Kick in the house, BBMC Mortgage, Scott Maurer, Advanta IRA, myself, and we have a feel-good story for you coming up here as well. Hospital staff pays tribute to organ donors with Walk of Respect. Stay with us right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
This is Warwick Dunn, and you're listening to the Real Estate Quarterback Show, hosted by my man, Brandon Rhymes.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Hi, my name is Joe Stalteri. I'm one of the owners of Complete Care Systems. At Complete Care Systems, we do carpet cleaning, upholstery cleaning, tile and grout cleaning, tile and grout sealing, wood floor and laminate floor deep cleaning, as well as stripping and waxing of linoleum and vinyl floors, and a whole lot more. We also run daily deals and special, which you can find at CompleteCareSystems.com, or simply call Tricia up at 727-364-5158, and she'll answer all your questions and give you over the phone free estimates. Or she'll send me out to your home or office to give you an on-site free estimate. At Complete Care Systems, we don't cut corners, we clean them.
You're listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, cutting through your typical media nonsense and offering you a rational and unbiased perspective on current events and life in Tampa Bay. Online at consumerqb.com.
And we're back here, Consumer Quarterback Show Platinum MVP Realty, helping you win in any marketplace. That is our #1 goal. It's all about helping you win, helping make you just a bit more street smart here on the Consumer Quarterback Show. We'd love to hear your feedback. Follow us online at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and Twitter, at Brandon Rhymes 1 on Instagram and Twitter. Also, Facebook. We've got the Consumer Quarterback Show. We got a Real Estate Quarterback Show page, Platinum MVP Realty. Reach out. We'd love to connect with you. We got all these cool events going on. We got the Thursday, November 8th event going on at Cox Media Group, 1025 The Bone Performance Theater. We're going to have catered food from Amici's Catered Cuisine, and that's on Thursday, November 8th, 5 to 8 p.m. So it's going to be a nice evening event. Buyer and seller seminar, 11300 4th Street North in St. Petersburg. It's going to be a great time. Come out. We're going to have some of our expert contributors there delivering great content and helping you understand more about your buying decisions when it comes to real estate. Got to give you a shout out here to WholeBodyFuel.com. Kevin and Brian over at WholeBodyFuel.com. They deliver these awesome meals to your home or office, and it's convenient, it's organic, it's healthy, natural proteins delivered to your home or office, making your nutrition plan that much easier. World famous protein donuts, excellent food, chef prepared by Brian Adamo. WholeBodyFuel.com. Check them out. Let them know the Real Estate Quarterback sent you. Take them up on those special offers and incentives at WholeBodyFuel.com. And we're back here in studio. Nick Kick in the house, BBMC Mortgage, Scott Maurer as well, Advanta IRA, and we're helping you win. I got a hot property in Largo I want to let you know about. This one's 12091 145th Street in Largo, and that 33774 zip code. Now, this is the Yellow Banks Grove subdivision, 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, and it is just reduced down to $289,000, close to Indian Rocks Beach. Got a marina, Krabby Bills, nature park, beautiful property, close to the beach, literally a bike ride over the bridge, and it's not in a flood zone. Beautiful property here in Tampa Bay. South Tampa Beauty here, 103 South Havana Avenue, 5 bedrooms, 3 bath, perfect for an Airbnb. This is a great rental property here, 2,960 square feet, $525,000, just reduced down to $525,000. 103 South Havana Avenue, beautiful property here in gorgeous Tampa Bay. All right, let's jump right back into it. So Nick Kick in the house, Scott Maurer. We're talking about mortgage financing, some of the options out there for investors, and Scott's also talking about the self-directed IRAs, ways that you can legally avoid paying taxes. So we're helping you understand more about these different products today. So Nick, what else are you seeing out there, man? What are you seeing? People have those misconceptions out there.
Well, a lot of misconceptions, are just happening with the people with the no closing costs and things that we've talked in weeks past. But I wanted to talk more about something that's been more successful too for realtors and buyers. Because there is multiple offers on properties right now. So you're competing against a lot of different people that want that same home as you. Yeah. And, I've seen a lot of people waiting to make an offer a day and then the property's already off. So then they're sad that they missed the boat on that. So what I'm suggesting and what we've been doing with a lot of clients that have been very successful is getting them pre-approved, getting their application done, getting their documents in, and getting them into underwriting while they're searching for a property. This helps your real estate agent when they're making that offer go into there and say, okay, here, I have a pre-approval, okay? They've been through underwriting. Their income, asset, credit approved. All we need to do is find them a home. And on top of that, because I already have all of that done, they can write a contract to close in 12 to 14 days. So you get somebody off the street that's not pre-approved, that's going to be a 30 to 45 day closing. They come to me, they get pre-approved, I get everything through underwriting, I get a contract, I close in 2 weeks. I like what seller doesn't want their money faster? This allows them to go make another purchase if it's an investment property. It allows them to move their family. It allows that to get their peace of mind knowing that their home is sold and that they can close in 2 weeks. Yeah. So if you're able to give that firepower to your realtor, you have a better chance of getting that home that you want instead of letting somebody else scoop it up from underneath you. Yeah, absolutely. It's an important part of the process. Multiple offers happen, and it's a big part of the real estate space is, finding out, working with a great buyer agent will help you
you on that front end of finding that property, getting out there right away. That's important. Stay in tune to your MLS feed. If you're getting a feed from an agent, look early in the morning and late at night, because sometimes they pop up at those two times. And then if you can be the first one to view the property, first one to get that offer in, like they say, the early bird gets the worm.
Right.
But I've always heard the second mouse gets the cheese. I don't know. It's kind of I don't know how that happens, but yeah. So with the mortgage approval process, it's important to make sure that you're getting I like what you said, income, asset, and credit underwritten.
Right. You get all that approved right up front, so this way there's not any surprises that come out in the end. They view your assets. They view what your credit profile is. We verify your income, so this way we know that you've been at your employer a long enough time, that the income calculation is done correctly, that we're giving you the full amount that you're actually earning on a gross basis per month or per year. This way, the underwriters, the only thing they have to look at is the property appraisal and the title paperwork. So it is important when documents are requested, you get them in as quickly as possible. So then I can submit that to the underwriter and have the underwriter view everything. And it also saves you from heartbreak. Because you think you may qualify for a home. Yeah. I look at just the preliminary document or the preliminary information you put on an application. That's the information you put in, and until I'm able to view it, I don't know 100%. But off the basics of what you told me, I can approve you.
Right.
Well, now after looking at your documentation, your income isn't as strong as you thought it was, or something popped up on your credit that you weren't aware of, or you just didn't have enough money in your account to qualify for a home. We knock that all out. So this way it takes the guessing game out. You're not hoping and praying you qualify. You know you qualify.
Yeah.
So when you make that offer, you can feel comfortable in qualifying for that home. And then it also makes the seller comfortable with giving you the contract or actually accepting your offer, because they know you're already pre-approved.
Yeah.
Not pre-qualified. There's two different things. Pre-qualified, I'd take what you tell me and say, okay, you're good to go to make an offer. Pre-approval is the underwriter says, yes, you can afford this home. Yes, you're approved for that home.
Yeah, that's a big difference.
And the seller agents out there know the difference between the two, so it's going to make your offer that much stronger. So start working on the process. Even if you weren't thinking about buying a home, let's see if we can get you into a home. Let's see what you qualify for. I'll put you in contact with one of Brendan's realtors or Brendan himself to help you find that home. This way, there is no guessing. I don't like to guess. This is the biggest purchase you're going to make in your life. I don't want to guesstimate that, I think you can, or maybe not. Let's play with it a little bit. Let's get you approved completely, and then you find your home. Now, it's a very strong thing to do.
Absolutely. And I want to shift gears and talk a little bit about some of the renters out there, because if you're still renting, you're paying really high rents. I mean, Harvard did a study called The Rents Are Rising. That was something like 4 or 5 years ago that they did that study, and they've continued to rise here in the Tampa Bay market to, levels that we've not seen, and they're setting records in terms of rents. That's why, what Scott was saying earlier about people buying multifamilies. Yeah, let's buy some multifamilies as an investor. It's kind of like the haves and the have-nots, right? So the people that are renting, and sometimes it's, I get it, hey, I'm just moved to the town, I want to find out where I want to be, that type of thing. I get it. But for a long-term play, that's not the way to do it, man. You want to get into a property, build up equity, pay down your own mortgage, and not pay your landlord's mortgage down. Plus, you can't throw the cool parties, right? If you're renting, right?
Well,
so,
yes.
You could. You get away with it.
But you may not have a place to stay the next day.
There
so
you go.
Let's get something you can call your own, so this way you can't kick yourself out.
So talk about a rent versus own analysis. If we do a text offer here and we have them text in a rent payment, you'll be able to take that and break it down versus what they could purchase on a home.
Correct. I can let them know what they're going to actually be paying compared to that rent. I just did one for a borrower last week, and he was paying $1,000 a month in rent. His mortgage payment with taxes, insurance, HOA, and everything is coming out to $100 greater a month. So he's paying $100 more a month, but he owns this home. So he already has equity built in the home.
What did that buy him? $150,000?
It was a $150,000 home he got. Perfect lot. It was a larger lot. It was an older home, so it wasn't the ones where the homes are next to each other where you can pass this the butter dish between houses
through the window. Yeah.
So he gets to call his own home. We're closing at the end of the month. I even got him down payment assistance on the loan. So he is literally coming out of a pocket with about $1,200 as of right now. Without any seller contributions, $1,200.
Very nice.
And with that $1,200 he's paying out of pocket, when you close on a mortgage in the month of October, you don't have a payment due in November. Your first payment's in December.
Nice.
So the amount that he was going to pay in November just paid his closing costs and basically coming out of pocket with nothing in order to enjoy his own home.
Yeah.
His own home where he's not getting kicked out for having a party like you just said. So it happens quite a bit. You would be surprised.
That's life-changing, man. That's life-changing. And just think about, if you have children as well, the difference. They pick it up. They're 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. They're picking it up. They're saying, oh, wow, we own this home. It's different. And I think the mindset of the child changes. I mean, just think about the legacy difference that you're leaving with your family when it comes to that versus being a long-term tenant.
And just the equity that he's building up and the financial freedom that he's building for himself, because he's going to have that equity to borrow against to make another large purchase in his life or to help with college tuition when he has children. This is a 25-year-old gentleman that I'm working with here that is already starting his legacy. So, I mean, the young people out there, do not think that you cannot buy a home. Talk to me. Let's see what we can do. Get you in contact with the realtor. Let's start your legacy now before it's too late.
Rent versus own analysis for the first 3 listeners. Text the word rent in the amount of rent you're paying to 813-670-7372. Free rent versus own analysis. All you have to do is text the word rent in the amount of rent that you're paying to our consumer advocate hotline, 813-670-7372. Text rent now to 813-670-7372. We're going to hook you up with a rent versus own analysis, break it down for you in plain and simple English, and show you how you can change your life. Stay with us. Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
Hey, everybody. I'm Forbes Riley, celebrity TV fitness host and creator of The Spin Gym. I'm here today with Brandon Rhymes, and you're listening to the Consumer Quarterback Show. Great ways to get happy, healthy, and wealthy.
To get in touch with Brandon, call 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.
Listening to the Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes, online at consumerqb.com. Brandon is Tampa Bay's #1 consumer advocate for real estate and financial advice. Call Brandon today at 813-670-7372.
All right, welcome back. Thanks for sticking with us. Brandon Rhymes here, Consumer Quarterback Show, Platinum MVP Realty, and a top listing agent here in Tampa Bay. Former USF football player, played on the inaugural football team at USF. Longtime quarterback on our sports teams. Now I'm quarterbacking a different game. I'm quarterbacking introductions to our 60-plus show partners. We've got CPA, financial advisors, real estate, mortgage, title, all types of content contacts here for you: health, nutrition, lifestyle, recreation. Reach out. Anything that you need on that wheel, we would love to talk to you and put you in touch with our expert contributors for that particular category. All you have to do is reach out to our hotline or visit consumerqb.com, consumerqb.com. And we're back here in the studio. We got Nick Kick in the house, BBMC Mortgage, Scott Maurer, Advanta IRA. And I want to give you our positive injection of the day for you.
Tell me something good.
Hospital staff pays tribute to organ donors with Walk of Respect. They call it the Walk of Respect. They said at staff at the St. Luke's Health System in Meridian, Idaho, stopped to line the halls of the ICU to show respect for patients, providing the life-saving gift of organ donation. In the video, you'll see dozens of medical staff paying silent tribute to a 53-year-old man as he was moved from ICU to the operating room, where he was then taken off life support and passed away. The display not only honors the donor, but shows support for the family during a difficult time. Thank you to the family for allowing us to honor and share, the hospital wrote on Facebook. So that's pretty cool right there, man. That's a big sacrifice for an organ donor to do that. Positivity injection for you. A little sad one, I guess, but let's give a shout out to our official cleaning partner, Nova McNeil, with Prestige 24/7 Cleaning. Nova McNeil, Prestige 24/7 Cleaning. They do a great job cleaning our real estate properties. They clean your home or your office, your yacht, because you have better things to do. You deserve a little prestige treatment. So Prestige 24/7 Cleaning is the premier commercial and residential cleaning service in Hillsborough and Pinellas counties here in Tampa Bay, and the official cleaning partner of the Consumer Quarterback Show. All right, so we are back here in studio. Our goal is to help you understand more about your buying decisions, and I got a couple of hot properties I want to let you know about. This one's 20151 Power Line Road in Dade City. Have you ever wanted to buy an airport? Well, I've got the perfect property for you in Dade City on Power Line Road. There's two separate listings here, $250,000 each. We're looking for any pilots, aviators out there. We've got a quiet living, country living here, and perfect for those types of folks that want to enjoy the quiet country living in Dade City, but also have their own landing strip in Dade City. It's 15 acres, $250,000, and also we have a 10-acre parcel with a single-family home on it as well. Power Line Road, Dade City. Great opportunity to purchase real estate here in Tampa Bay.
Somewhere sunny and 75.
All right, so we are back here in studio. Let's go back to Scott Maurer, Advanta IRA. Scott, we got your website. We can throw on the TV screen here. You want to walk us through your website or what people can expect there?
Sure. I think one great thing to go look for on our website is the events page we have. We try to provide a lot of quality education, either through online webinars. We have live seminars at our office in Largo, but we like to have different speakers from time to time. We bring in. We have a realtor an attorney coming next week to talk about legal issues when you're buying investment property.
Oh yeah.
At one of our live seminars, we have somebody talking about creative ways to invest in real estate. We have someone talking about buying properties through auctions. Just so we try to bring in a couple different resources in that regard. We've had people talk about private lending, what you need to know about making mortgages out of your IRA. So we try to educate, and that's a great place to start on our website. To get engaged. We have a YouTube page too you can link to on our site that has all the recorded past webinars for the last 2 or 3 years that we've done. Just go on. You can kind of hopefully not go down that rabbit hole on YouTube, but hopefully pick a couple of good ones and get some great information.
Yeah, that's great. And that speaks to the generation that we're in. I mean, it's just there's so much information available for people. I think sometimes they get lost. Do you have a favorite video if they go to advantaira.com? What would be a good introductory video?
Yeah, I think if you go to our YouTube channel, there's different playlists. Just picking the ones that are on the basics of self-directed IRAs. If you're looking to get started, get your toes wet, figure out what's involved, how this process works, we have different playlists and the videos segregated out for that. We have other ones specific to buying rentals versus rehabs, for instance, from an investment perspective. So some of those more basic videos, I think, are great places to get started.
Yeah, and it all comes down to what they want. So you just touched on a big one: renovate and rent, or renovate and flip.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah,
that's a big.
You can do either through your IRA account, and the gains, the benefits of doing this in your IRA. There's no tax consequence for using your funds, and all of those profits that you make, either the monthly cash flow or the profits on that flip are going to come back to your IRA with no tax consequence to you.
Wow. Yeah, I think that's such a huge part. And by the way, if you're looking at taxes as well, we'd love for you to support Jake Alexander Financial. He's an enrolled agent with the IRS, can help you with that. He's affiliated with our show. But Scott, let's talk a little bit more about the tax implications, because I think we kind of brushed over a little bit with this interview, but it's such a huge part of it. I mean, if someone's in a 28 to 36% tax bracket, I mean, just think about that compounding in their IRA over the years, right?
Right. So what an IRA allows you to do with most regular IRAs is to simply defer those taxes to retirement. So if you were investing in real estate now on an individual basis, or you're flipping houses, you're possibly subjecting yourself to that 25, 28, 33% tax bracket on that income that's coming back to you from that property. You do this instead inside your IRA account. All of that income not taxable at all to you now. When you get to age 65, 70, and at that point want to take money out of your IRA to live on, presumably at that time you're retired, you're in a lower tax bracket, you're ultimately paying less in taxes over. And again, it's the compounding aspect.
Yeah.
You don't pay taxes each step of the way. You're not paying taxes each year, and you can allow that money to compound over time. It will grow that much more fast. That much faster.
What's the quote? Albert Einstein, I think, that compounding is the eighth wonder of the world, or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
There's calculators out there that it's I think hopefully I have this right. It's rule of 72. If you want to know how quickly your money will double in a tax-free environment, you just divide your rate of return into the number 72, and that'll tell you how many years it will take you for your money to double.
Wow.
The rule of 108 is figuring in the taxes. So say you have 10% return, rule of 72, you do that inside of an IRA. If you're getting 10% a year, your money should double in 7.2 years.
Wow, okay.
You're doing it outside of an IRA, you're dividing that 10% return into 108. It's taking you 10 years now, or 10, almost 11, I guess, 10.8. Just do that 2 or 3 times, and you realize your money is going to double that much more. The 3-year difference make a huge difference at the end of the day when you look and say, okay, I have 40 years to invest.
Yeah, it will.
And I do it tax deferred.
Yeah.
Here's my end number.
And have patience. I think, one thing I would say here on the patience side is just having patience when you are investing or when you're building a business. And, there's a lot that happens. And so many times I've seen people get frustrated, or they stop and they pull out, and they kind of eliminate what the momentum they've had. But I would say stay patient, because, when you look back, in one of the quotes I love from Robbins, he says, people massively underestimate what they can do. They overestimate what they can do in 1 year. Every time January rolls around, they're writing down all these big goals, but then they significantly underestimate what they can accomplish in 5 years. So I think that's kind of the way our brain works. We're a little bit wired that way. All right, let's jump into our lightning round.
The lightning round!
I am so good at lightning rounds!
I majored in lightning round.
All right, top tips, nuggets of advice, parting words of wisdom. Nick Kick, BBMC Mortgage.
I'm going to harp back on. Let's get off the couch, get the application in. Let's get you pre-approved. The first 5 people that get a hold of me at 352-442-8905. That's my direct cell phone. You can reach me 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. First 5 people that reach out and do an application, I will pay for your appraisal. So let's get you pre-approved. So this way, when we hand you off to a realtor, you're going to get that home because you're already approved. You don't have any things that could pop up and disqualify you for that home. My underwriter is going to approve you, and I'm going to give that to your realtor, and your realtor is going to get you that home you want. So let's stop renting and get into a home. That's
right. Get off the fence, get into the game. Use the Consumer Advocate hotline if you didn't catch that, 813-670-7372. He's offering a free appraisal for the first 5 people who do a loan with Nick Kick. This is 813-670-7372. All right, Scott Maurer, Advanta IRA.
I would say one of the biggest issues that people have with their retirement accounts, at least from outsider looking in on their retirement account, is they ignore it.
Yeah.
They don't pay attention to what's in their account. They put money away each month. They hope it's going to grow. They're not taking any active steps. So what they really need to do is to take that once every so often review. What is going on in my retirement account? How much am I contributing to it? What's it invested in? What other options do I have? And I can do the kind of similar to what Nick did. Anybody who wants a free consultation, review your current retirement plan, what you currently have in your accounts, what some of the options you might have.
Yeah.
text IRA to the
Review.
show hotline.
Yeah, review IRA, text IRA. And a review is not, think about it. How long has it been since you actually did a review, right? And how much do you really trust that financial advisor, that whoever's working on your finances, right? We've seen it happen. We've seen it play out. Why not get a review? It's free to you for the first 5 listeners who text the word review to our hotline, 813-670-7372. Text IRA or review, 813-670-7372. And Scott Maurer and his team are going to look through your their documentation, find out what you're actually paying, find out some of those hidden costs that you might not even know. A lot of times we're making assumptions about these things, and those assumptions can cost you thousands when it comes to compounding. I want to thank Nick Kick, BBMC Mortgage, Scott Maurer, Advanta IRA, all of our team behind the scenes, all of our producers, WeBeam TV as well, putting this show together. And we want you to please go out there and consider committing a random act of kindness, pack up some food or clothing, hand it to that person that you see in need, and be a force for good in our community. Go out there and volunteer and give some time back and help out any way you can. And we'll see you next time right here on the Consumer Quarterback Show, consumerqb.com.
You've been listening to The Consumer Quarterback, Brandon Rhymes. Whether it's real estate, consumer, or financial advice, let Brandon call your next play. Contact Brandon Rhymes at 813-670-7372. That's 813-670-7372. Online at consumerqb.com. And join us next time for the Consumer Quarterback Show, weekday afternoons at 5 on AM 1380. The Biz.
Are you a real estate agent looking to take your business to the next level and supercharge your marketing? Hi, I'm Brandon Rhymes, owner of Platinum MVP Realty and host of the Real Estate Quarterback Show, syndicated radio and TV show talk program on iHeartRadio, 1025 The Bone, daily 5 o'clock drive time on 1380 The Biz, and our TV show is on WeBeam TV. We're looking for real estate agents that want to join our team and supercharge their marketing utilizing some of our innovative strategies. We utilize the Real Geeks platform, Facebook marketing, internet marketing, and a lot of the traditional methods as well. Postcard mailers mailed for you, postage, signage, business cards, all paid for by the company. Aggressive real estate splits and ways to help you win in any marketplace. We need you to go out, take applications, and work our plethora of leads that we're generating on a daily basis. Reach out by clicking the form below, and we'd love to have a confidential interview with you.
Hi, I'm Jerry from Hot Locks Hair Salon. We are conveniently located at 13414 US Highway 19 in Hudson. I've been a local hairstylist in our community for the last 34 years, 7 of which I was an educator. Our passion is the artistry of hair, and Hot Locks is here to help you achieve your perfect image. You can call us at 727-514-9978.